Hi, I'm Joyce Anue. Welcome back to my video blog, or if you're joining me for the first time, welcome. Today we're going to do a sequence of poses put together, 3 different poses: the cat and the cow, and the child's pose. And they're all done and accessed from the all fours position. And we'll be synchronizing today those movements with the breathing pattern. When we put movement and breath together, we call that vinyasa, or a flow sequence. And this particular sequence helps to create mobility in the ankles, the knees, the hips, and the lower back. And it also can alleviate tension in those areas. If you have knee issues, just take it kind of easy. You don't have to push into this one. And I'll show you a few modifications towards the end of the practice that can support your head if your head doesn't make it all the way down in the posture. This is a really important pose also for the way that it flexes and extends the spine. It can help release tension in the spine. It moves many of the joints in the body, almost all the primary joints in the body. So let's go ahead and start. You can take some padding underneath your knees and your feet here. That makes the pose more comfortable for you. We start in this basic shape on all fours. This is called the tabletop position. Here, my hands are shoulder width apart, my fingers are spread, and my wrists are right underneath my shoulders. My knees are also separated, about hips width apart, and my knees placed right underneath my hips. So for the first part of the movement, we'll just come into the cat and the cow. As you exhale on your next breath, round your spine. Take your pelvis under and drop your head. And then as you inhale, let your back sag towards the floor, lift your buttocks, lift your chest and chin, and look slightly up. As you exhale, again, round your spine. Shoulder blades push apart. Engage your navel. And then inhaling, cow pose. Let the low back sink. Shoulder blades down and together. And again, rounding the back. That's called flexion of the spine. Inhaling. Sink the spine as you lift the head and buttocks. That's called extension, a backward bending movement. One more time like that. Exhale, round. Chin to chest, pelvis tucks under. Inhale. Lift the buttocks, chest, and chin, and look up. Cow pose. Now we'll continue into our child's pose. Exhale, round like you did before, like a Halloween cat. And then sink your hips back, lowering your hips, your chest, your head, and your elbows down. On your next in-breath, come forward again, straightening the elbows. Lift the buttocks, chest, and chin. And then exhale, rounding the spine. Lower the hips, bend the elbows. Even if the head doesn't get to the floor, relax the head down. Again, inhaling. Feel the front body open as you draw the breath in. Exhaling, rounding the spine and sitting back, child's pose. Let the elbows go wide. One more time like that. Inhale, coming forward, straighten the arms. Lift the buttocks, chest, and chin. Then exhale. Round the spine, drop the head. Sit back, lowering the hips, the chest, and the head. This time, if your head doesn't make it to the floor, we're going to stay in the child's pose for a few breaths. The knees can separate a little wider. That's comfortable. And you can stack your fists, one on top of the other like this. Rest your forehead there, or the backs of your hands, one on top of the other, or just one fist, and rest there so your head has some support. We'll take a few breaths here, letting the low back stretch gently, the groin, the knees, the tops of the feet. And then we'll inhale and come up. And we'll be using that sequence in video clips to come. But that was what we'll practice for today, and thank you for joining me. I think you'll enjoy this practice. It's a good place to start if you're new to yoga. Try it at home. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much. Namaste.